Hi everyone. So last night or yesterday, Twitter released a load of new styling changes. The aim of which they say is to improve accessibility. So I'm just going to show you their announcement tweet on the Twitter accessibility Twitter feed. So what they've done is apparently they have added higher color contrast for buttons, links and focus, easier reading with left-hand text and more space between text, and fewer distracting grey things. So I don't really know what fewer distracting grey things means. I haven't really worked that out yet. I think they've taken out some horizontal rules. In terms of easier reading text, they've actually just released a new typeface. So this is kind of their own proprietary typeface. They've called it Chirp, and you can see it here. So I just want to jump in and have a look at what Twitter looked like before. So what I've done here is I've just used Chrome DevTools and I've pasted in there what I believe is their old font, wherever they've referenced the new font Chirp. So we can see what it looks like, or it looked like before. I actually really like this. I think this is really nice and clear, nice and easy to read, nicely spaced, you know. Compared to what it looks like now, so this is with Chirp, their new typeface. So what I noticed here is I feel like they're going for a bit of a jaunty, characterful typeface that's a little bit offbeat. But I personally find this really hard to read. And I actually don't think I'm alone here. So what we noticed is the font is really tiny for a start and very, very squished together. There's not a huge amount of spacing. So what that means is if you've got even a slight visual impairment, these letters are going to start to blend together really, really badly. And in fact, don't just take it from me. What we can see when we jump into the comments is everyone says this. I don't know how this managed to be passed off as more accessible than a good old like Helvetica or something like that. It's actually just horrible. And even I know I've got pretty good vision. I'm finding my eyes are swimming the longer I'm looking at this. So the next change I want to show you, let's show you today's version of Twitter with Chirp, the typeface, is that they've changed the button color. You can see them here. They're now white text on a black background. It seems like white text on a black background has been sort of passed off as this gold standard for accessibility color contrast, but it's just not true. Again, really difficult for some people to read, particularly people with astigmatism. That can cause it to blend really badly or go quite blurry and fuzzy. And it's also just super harsh. There are some visual impairments where people might actually prefer or require a lower color contrast, and black and white is obviously quite severe. What I think confuses me so much about these changes is that there were so many other bigger changes that they could have made with a lot less effort that would have had a broader, more positive impact on people. So just one quickly that I wanted to run through is alt text. So say I want to add, I'm just going to add a GIF. We'll go with this one. How about a little sarcastic clap? So here's my tweet, here's my GIF. If I want to add alt text to this, so people using screen readers can get a description of what I've added, you've got this absolutely tiny little link down here. Now, the first thing I want to say is I haven't measured these, but just by looking at them, these target points are just way too small and also way too close together. All of these, oh gosh, all of these are links, they all do something. So first thing, why do we not just space these out a bit and make them easier to access? The second thing is, why are we hiding an alt description in here? Surely if we encourage people and make it easier to add alt text, more people will do it, the impact will be broader. At the moment, in order to add alt text, what I've got to do is go in here, got to add my description. Who is this? Oh my God. Leo DiCaprio clapping. It's not a great description, but just for sake of argument. And then we've got to jump back in here. I don't know why this field doesn't just exist on this viewport. Why do we have to go to a new screen to add an alt description? Or even why can we not do this automatically? Like a company like Twitter has the technical clout and the budget to automatically caption images and give you the option to tweak it or to improve it if you don't think that their automatic caption's good enough. There's just a million and one ways that they can make it so much easier for users to do this and have a much broader impact. So I don't want to bash Twitter too hard. I think the fact that businesses are beginning to take note of accessibility is a good thing. I think the fact that they've missed so poorly on this is kind of inexcusable for a company of their size. But we have seen some good stuff. So captioning is now coming to Spaces, which I think is going to make a huge difference. That was certainly why we at Erudite stopped using Clubhouse, was because of its inaccessibility. Spaces is kind of a similar format, but with the addition of captions, we are going to be a lot more inclusive. So I think that's a really good thing. But please, just bin off this new typeface.